So the moment we have been waiting, or maybe they've been waiting for, we're going to talk about some of the celebrities that we have talked to
Yeah.
in the past. So
There have been several, and people don't know, but there have been several.
because we don't share this
I
stuff,
know.
but we're sharing it now.
Yes.
Here's the deal. So the first time, my memory is so bad, so you're gonna have to you're gonna have to recall a lot of this. So,
Right.
who was the first ever celebrity that we talked to their team and blah blah blah, like partnerships, all this stuff?
Some of them are different because some are celebrity teams that we talked to, and then some were actually the celebrity themselves. Remember, we did have a celebrity that we actually talked to themselves.
True.
But our first celebrity team that we talked to were supposed to be representing
You go.
Flo Rida.
Going down for real.
Yeah.
Whistle, low.
Yeah.
A couple.
Couple other songs.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what year was this?
Nah, I can't remember that.
Is that 2020?
That was 21, maybe.
I think it was 2021.
Maybe.
And
Don't quote me on that.
how all great things start is in email.
Yeah, so I mean, we did get an email from someone on their team. They were interested in our tequila because we really had a lot of interviews and a lot of just visibility at that time.
Yeah.
Truly, because we were still in the pandemic, right?
Yeah.
And everybody was online. So everybody was just on social media all the time. So we had a lot of things going on in social media. So we got a lot of visibility.
Yeah, we did. So we get an email. We did not look back to find that email. She is the hoarding
probably still-
queen that I'm more than sure you still have.
Sure.
all everything, the dialogue between us and stuff like that. So
Yes.
the first time that we met were with two individuals. They were supposedly on the road or something like that with
Right.
Flo Rida. It was kind of an interesting conversation.
It was.
And then they asked us for some samples so that way they could try our tequilas, and nothing ventured, nothing gained, right?
We've sent out a lot of samples in the past, so.
Yeah, we really have. So with that being said, we sent them out, and I think it was like a week later, we had another call,
Yeah.
another Zoom video call scheduled, and this time it was with like 2 or 3 people plus their or his attorney.
Yeah. And then what happened after that? I think we had to get our attorney involved because we did get to a point that we were trying to do an agreement, and we did bring in an attorney of our own.
Yeah, we'll get to that.
Yeah.
Who our attorney?
Well, remember we had 2.
We did. See, I'm not remembering. This is
We had 2.
going way back in time. It's about to be 2026. I don't remember all of this stuff. So that's why, she's the better half and she's the best half, because obviously I don't remember, much. Anyway, so yeah, we had this meeting, and the one meeting I really want to point out is it was just, we were right here. Everything was going well.
Yeah.
We were talking about things, and then all of a sudden it was like, oh, here it comes, and it starts to go down. So the first thing that I recall was their team wanted Flo Rida to take over the brand, basically. Erase your story, so to speak, as the first black woman to own and lead a tequila brand, the pancreatic cancer, breast cancer, pre-diabetic, like your entire story
Yeah, they wanted to do that. Now, again, this was his team that was talking, because we did ask, maybe one time on the Zoom that if he could be involved, because we wanted to see kind of get his energy, see kind of where he was. But that never happened. We just basically met with the team.
Well, because it started to fizzle out, and we were just like, we don't think this is the right route for us.
But I think too is because we kept asking, like, so are we actually going to actually speak to him to see what his vision is? Because it's like
I'm getting to that.
You want to make sure.
Well, with Nay bringing that up, what was his vision? So at that time, Flo Rida had just hit diamond status.
Yes.
On the song Low, I believe it was that one.
Yeah.
And so this is where things started to turn. The team said that he wanted to do a bottle in the shape of a diamond to signify
the
diamond status of that song. And we were just like, that was the first time, the second thing in our discussions where it was like, this really isn't on brand for us. Like, this is not really what we want to do. So it was, the first strike was eliminating us, basically, or her story. Secondly, the diamond shaped bottle.
I don't know
decanter?
I have no idea what it was going to look like.
Right.
But yeah, those are the first.
Well, and there was another one.
I know it was, but the first one was bad enough.
Well, but then the third strike was when they said his friends actually have their own liquor brands, and he's tired of going out on stage while, I'll just say his friends, this is who was mentioned to us, 50 Cent and Diddy. Diddy, I guess that didn't age well, but whatever. So 50 Cent has a couple of different liquor brands. He has a champagne, and then he had effing vodka. Then you had Diddy with Ciroc de Leon. So that really wasn't great motivation for us to do something, because you don't want to walk out on stage without your own liquor. And so that was, three things. That was the three-headed monster that just kind of bit us. And we said, I don't think this is going to work.
No. Now, mind you, again, we were talking to the team, and I think overall, us wanting to actually speak to him directly was also just to make sure that everything was in line to what he was truly thinking. This could have been, I remember, I think I said that back then, is this just his team talking, or is it him as well? Because we don't know.
But we got to give that back story. This is not uncommon in the celebrity industry, to where you don't really, first, one or two meetings, you don't talk to the celebrity themselves. Like, this is kind of the way that it goes. With that being said, though, I think it was that last one where we were like, we don't know. If he wants to create his own, we could spearhead that, oversee it, and we could run the day-to-day operations. Like, we can do all of that, but we just don't know if it's really going to work, for Anteel, our brand, just different things like that. So
we did put that out there.
Yes, and I think that's where we said it would have to be a meeting moving forward. If anything's going to happen, the next meeting, he would have to be on it, and then basically I think it just dissolved from there.
Yeah, after all of those strikes, coming aboard to Anteel, we were like, okay, so that's not going to work. But as we've had other experiences as well, we've offered to help create a brand, and that didn't work out as either. So so that was one of our experiences with that, and that's the thing, we got lawyers involved, and
we did
all kind of stuff.
We had some attorneys involved in. Is that how we met Heather?
Yes, because we had a guy, and then something happened with him. He was more, it wasn't his lane, I'll just say that. And then we ended up bringing Heather aboard, and she kind of took over after that point.
And so our entertainment attorney now, that sees a lot of brand deal, anything like that, is Heather Beverly. Go ahead and tell the fine people who Heather Beverly is.
I mean, Heather Beverly, she is well known in the industry, in the entertainment industry. She was married to Frankie Beverly's son. And so she also represented Frankie Beverly for a while, of course, and he just passed away not too long ago.
Yeah.
But one of her biggest clients
And
or oldest clients is Matthew Knowles. And if anybody doesn't know who Matthew Knowles is, that is Beyonce's dad.
Didn't she do some stuff with Destiny's Child early on?
I think so. I'm not sure. I think she did because she's been around them for a while. So,
yeah.
But it is known, that is one of her clients, and that is why she is also in the entertainment industry.
So yeah, she is known as a power broker. So she gets stuff done. She is very well respected, very well known. So something good came out of it. And that's really what we wanted to emphasize.
Yeah.
Not everything's going to work out the way that you want it to. Most of the time when it comes to celebrity teams, it's probably not going to work out.
No.
Just for many different things,
And then we get the attorneys involved.
Well, yeah. So typically once an attorney gets involved on the celebrity side, they want upfront money. We have been told anywhere upwards for certain celebrities, which we'll talk about, 150,000 plus equity plus.
Exactly.
We're just gonna keep going on like that. But yeah, and it's like.
And that's on the low end, I think.
I mean, you gotta weigh it out, and stuff like that. And so, with that, some good things will come out of it. We met Heather. She lived in Atlanta. At that time, we lived in Michigan. Now we live here in Atlanta. So we are friends. She represents our company in many things behind the scenes that people just don't know.
Yeah.
So she is a powerhouse. So out of that, something amazingly, good happened.
Yeah, we got an amazing attorney out of it.
Absolutely. And, with that being said, we have been approached by quite a few, or we have been in talks with quite a few celebrity teams. And I think the one that we definitely need to talk about is Regina Hall.
We'll definitely have to talk about that.
Yeah.
Because I love her.
Yeah. We really like Regina Hall. Yeah, we're gonna name some other celebrities that we've had some conversation with their teams. You want to tell people? You tell the people.
I mean, with Regina Hall, Regina King, it's a couple.
Who else?
Tessa Thompson.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, there are several that we've spoken to teams. So you're just going to have to keep watching to see who those other people may be.
Yeah, but I think the next episode we talk about should be our conversations with the team that represents Regina Hall. They might not even represent her anymore. I don't know.
That stuff changes like, yeah.
They dropped the ball on that one though.
They did.
So you got to watch the next episode.